area at least 20 feet, that location. They were advancing towards Juba. This is what was happening along the way where the rebels.
UPDF came here.
These traders.
Research, you do the analysis.
There is no firewood nearby. Firewood.
This was business class. Karibuni hapana.
Around suffocated.
It's like a hyena, yeah.
The dogs
And the hyena.
that's it.
Right?
We start with the Speaker of this Legislative Assembly.
So we are very glad about the role in bringing this.
Amuri Ateso, Vice Chair to Benny.
Bakyadde kyema nakatubeera amagye gaffe tegali omulimu gwe gakola namwe okulaba enseeko namwe abannayuganda abali eno mukikiikirira tutwala bubaka ki nsonga eyo muntegedde omunyerondi.
For the 3 days I've been here, I've not heard any bullet sound. I've not heard any bomb sound. I've not witnessed any fighting. Yet I've traveled to several places. I went to Bo, which is a distant place, and something very surprising, there is a lot of business at Juba airport. I'm very surprised that Juba is even busier than Entebbe airport. Another issue, when we came on Friday, there were reports in Kampala that there was fighting in Juba. We arrived here at 3, but we never witnessed any kind of fighting. Life is very normal in Juba. People are eating, they are dancing, they are doing business. Even in Ball, life is coming back to normal. So whatever people are saying, I'm very, very surprised when I'm here. Like some people who were saying that the biggest part of the country is under the rebels. But at least we covered some good part of the country, and so that the government is in control. So this negative publicity is really bad. First of all, it's not productive, it's not constructive, and people who are doing must stop it. Okay. Depending on what UPDF is doing here, the publicity is so thin, the publicity is so meager. We need to stem it up, because people out there don't know what UPDF is doing here. But I don't fault UPDF for this, because UPDF and any army, any professional army, is action-oriented, and they are not very good at singing their own praises. But I think there must be some kind of plan how to help popularize the kind of work UPDF is doing here. Because when we came here, we even learned that UPDF is helping to help the government here with the medical personnel. Our medical officers, our medical UPDF medical officers are working in the Juba hospital. They're working in Bol hospital because of lack of enough staff in those hospitals. And in addition, when we went to Bol, when we went to Mesitu, we found that some community members are using our health center, the UPDF health center. They are treating them. The other day, they delivered a woman who had an obstructed delivery. So they are doing a lot of work here. But publicity is a very big problem. And as Parliament and the government, we need to draw a plan on how best we can make positive publicity of what UPDF is doing here.
Okay, problem.
We came here, a delegation of 5 from the Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs. And our main purpose is to follow up on the implementation of the Status of Forces Agreement that was signed between the government of Uganda and the Republic of South Sudan some 6 months ago. Like you might be aware, when the conflict in South Sudan broke out, due to the emergency nature of what was happening, our government deployed forces before we ratified as Parliament. And using the provisions of the Constitution, we did the ratification within the 21 days after the deployment here. And also the Status of Forces Agreement was signed on 22nd January 2014. So our being here is to try to follow up how those provisions in the SOFA are being implemented. First and foremost, on arrival, we interfaced with the command based at Juba International Airport. Then also we moved to Bor in Jonglei State, where we interfaced with both the UPDF command and the SPLA command. We have also been able to move to Mesitu, where we again interface with the UPDF command there. So as we speak, we really have a clear picture of what is happening, how far the SOFA implementation is moving, the challenges in there, and based on that, we shall be able to make some recommendations and draw a way forward.
Bentiu itself is over 1,000 kilometers from Juba. Or it's over 900 kilometers from Bol, where our last deployment is. So we have never been to Bentiu, we have never been to any other part apart from Bol. We are in Bol, which is 200 kilometers from Juba. We are in Juba and Mesitu. These are the 3 deployments where we exist in South Sudan and Southern Sudan. We do not receive salary from the government of South Sudan like some people are made to believe in Uganda. That's not true. No, of course, when we reached, because so many dead bodies were scattered around, there were a lot of flies, but there were no any reported case of cholera in Bol. We didn't have such reported cases. Not even in the UPDF. Not a single soldier had cholera.